niggas been after me. Y'all favorite came after me. My fans up and them bands up, bring my fam up. The mentality. These niggas be faking. The mentality. These niggas be hating. The mentality.
So I got this comment earlier. It said, "VeLL, why do you always talk about other people's gameplay, you noob?" Now, comments like this are automatically blocked by YouTube, so no one saw it. But if it wasn't blocked, it would have had a bunch of thumbs ups, which is why I feel like I need to explain the truth. I'm very hated in the Mobile Legends community, which works to the benefit of the developers. If we want to be completely honest, I'm very bad for business. But in order for you to understand why I'm bad for business, you have to understand what the Mobile Legends business is. Mobile Legends is a game that makes its money from people buying diamonds. That's why it's hard to get all the heroes you want with battle points. It's Mobile Legends' business model for that to be impossible. If you do the math, it would take over a year to get every single hero in Mobile Legends using only battle points. That means you'll have to play Mobile Legends for a year getting destroyed by everyone using heroes more powerful than all of your heroes. But no one can put up with a year of torture, and Mobile Legends knows this, so they did something that's absolutely genius. Every so often when you lose, they send you to a stream of the top players. This is genius for so many different reasons, and let's go over a few. If you're playing a MOBA, chances are you're a competitive person. That means when you watch a top player, it'll motivate you to practice and keep going until you're one day as good as that person. That keeps you playing Mobile Legends. Another reason it's genius is because as long as you're giving the top players views, they can use that data and get sponsors for Mobile Legends, which means more money. One of the biggest reasons it's genius though is because you can send diamonds to your favorite streamers, which means you're not only spending money on yourself for Mobile Legends, but you're spending money to give away to the top players as well. So basically at every turn, Mobile Legends is making money off of you. Then Mobile Legends also has these events where they can gamble and choose who you think is gonna win, but you have to buy even more things. That's promoting underage gambling, and honestly, this one is borderline illegal, so I'm not even going to talk about it too much. What I will say is, for me personally, that's at the very least ethically distasteful. But all that being said, the genius continues even further. Rigged matchmaking. In order for the system to work, Mobile Legends has to make sure people are losing. If people aren't losing, they won't be sent to live streams, which means this cash cow stops. So how is it possible to make sure this keeps going on? This one is done in a few ways. Mobile Legends doesn't have any source for people to visit to actually learn about playing Mobile Legends. For instance, the jungling tutorial. In this tutorial, you go through jungling with a tank. When you're a new player seeing this, you come into the game thinking you should be jungling with tanks, when the last thing a tank should ever be doing is jungling. Also, there is nowhere Mobile Legends actually explains what each role should be doing. Now check this out. Listen to how genius this is. When you have a YouTuber like me who's honest and I know the truth, when I tell people that a tank should never jungle, I'll be hated for that. People will tell me it's just certain tanks jungling at the wrong times. Sometimes people just aren't good with tanks. I'll get every excuse in the book and I'll become the bad guy, all because I tell the truth. So because there's no information about how to actually play the game, when people find a channel like mine speaking the truth, they instantly assume I'm a hater, so they won't listen. So now people don't know how to play, they don't listen to the people who do, and instead when they lose, they watch the top players. And the biggest kept secret in Mobile Legends is watching the top players won't make you better. I know so many people are going to try to disagree with this, but stop, think about this. How many millions of views do the top players have? If you do the math, every single match you play, chances are 9 out of the 10 people there watch some top player. Also, if you factor in the fact that even still, most people don't have over a 70% win rate, those statistics show that no matter how much you watch a top player, it doesn't translate into skill. But why not? The reason is simple. Being a good Mobile Legends player isn't hard. Being good at anything isn't hard, honestly. You just have to have understanding. You can't gain understanding by watching, you gain understanding by learning, and you learn by listening to reasoning. One of the biggest reasons I'm hated is for telling the truth about Layla not being good in the meta. Some people dislike it because they don't want to learn the truth through reasoning. Reason isn't hard to understand at all, honestly. Layla has one of the highest damage outputs of any hero in Mobile Legends, but she has to make it to late game, about the 15-minute mark. Because of all the new assassins and mages, most games are going at a downward spiral by the 10-minute mark, which means you need to use the heroes that can be effective early on, because 9 times out of 10, by the time you get to the point where Layla is at her peak, it's already decided who will win and who will lose the current game. This is the type of information you don't see by watching a pro. Every single pro player knows this information, but you can't see this yourself just by watching. I'm not saying you should never watch pros, because it's definitely entertaining. What I'm saying is Michael Jordan didn't become the best basketball player that he is by watching other people play. He listened to his coaches and he went in the gym and practiced. You need important things explained to you. The reason Mobile Legends is genius is because they never explain anything. They make you believe you can learn just by watching, and this keeps the community down, which keeps people spending money on Mobile Legends. This is the true reason Mobile Legends has 100 million downloads and only a few million people haven't quit the game already. So now that you understand the Mobile Legends business model, let me explain why I'm bad for business. I'll tell you the truth, which is a huge red flag. Everything I just told you isn't something that they want you thinking about. They don't want you using your head and diving that deep into things, because when you realize it, some people might stop spending as much money, or even worse, some people might quit. Don't get it confused. I don't want you to quit. I don't want people to stop spending money on Mobile Legends. I want people to get better, which leads me to another reason I'm bad for business. In my content, I'm explaining things to you all. Even more importantly, we're having huge conversations in the comments section. So because of this channel, people are learning what an ADC is. People are learning about roles. People are learning about the best heroes and the worst heroes. And people are talking in the comments, debating, and trying to figure out what is the full truth. I'm bad for business because I've built a platform where people are getting smarter. I've learned so much from you all, and that says it all. I learn from you, you learn from me. We are constantly making each other better, smarter, and stronger. If ever we became a super popular Mobile Legends channel, it would be impossible for the community to keep falling for this cycle of them taking your money, because we make everyone around us smarter. So to answer the question, why do I talk about other people's gameplay? Because it's important that I explain what's going on and dive deeper into the reasoning why things are going on. When you watch gameplay, it doesn't explain why. Why did they choose those heroes? Why did they roam? Why did they not roam? Why did they go into the enemy's jungle? Why did they kill that person first? When you watch gameplay, it's a lot of questions. On this channel, I give a lot of answers, and my subscribers give answers in the comments section. That being said, you're either part of this family or you're not. Hating me or attempting to spread hate about me will never work because of how this channel was built. I don't mean to have an ego when I say this, but my channel has the smartest people in the Mobile Legends community. Everyone on this channel is a thinker. Everyone on this channel talks to each other, debates, and becomes smarter every single time we talk about a topic. This isn't the average news channel. This isn't a gameplay channel. This isn't just an entertainment channel. This is a channel where we teach each other and where we learn from each other, and that means having conversations. There's no other channel in the community like this, and there's a reason for it. When people think and have conversations and ask questions and learn from each other, they call it toxic in this community. But through everything, all the drama, the lies, and the schemes the Mobile Legends community has, this channel has always been honest. We've never been fake, we've never been frauds, and we're still one of the strongest Mobile Legends communities in the world. We have been the most hated and underrated channel in the entire Mobile Legends community for over a year, and we're still here just as strong as ever. So to all the haters, I propose this question. Are we toxic or are we genius?